Joining me now is broadcaster and commentator Dee Dee Dunleavy. Dee Dee, let's start with Taylor Swift. Good place to start tonight. Oscar-winning actress Julia Roberts has upset some of Taylor Swift's fans because she got a little bit too close and personal to the pop star's man at her Dublin concert on Sunday. Let's have a look. Wow, what do you make of that? Is it flirty, is it cringy, or is it perfectly fine and the Swifties need to relax?
I think we would like to be Julia Roberts. He's a big old hunk of spunk, isn't he? Look, I have to say...
I've seen better, but okay.
He's okay. I'm missing the Taylor Swift gene. I do not understand the obsession with her, and I know that there's this army of... fanatical
you're going to get attacked now
supporters.
Just for saying that.
Probably, yeah.
Well, you've got a daughter who's right in that age group where
Not
she should be a Swiftie. She's not interested either. She's inherited your gene.
Unfortunately, and she works in an office of young women who are all obsessed, and she keeps coming home, I don't belong.
Well, you know what? I am one of the very few who seems to be on the fence. Like, I don't dislike her. I don't adore her. I like some of her songs. Some I think are ordinary, but she seems to generate such devotion or hatred, and there aren't too many like us who are on the fence about it.
Yeah, but there's something disingenuous about her reactions, and I guess that's just because she's lived most of her life on a stage, but everything she does to me appears for the cameras. It just doesn't look authentic to me. Yeah.
Well, that's the one bit of criticism of her that I think, okay, that makes sense, because she is, I don't know, in her mid-30s, but she kind of carries on like a teenager a little bit at how her fan base acts, and that is a little bit disingenuous. But maybe she's young at heart. Some people are. Now, let's talk about Kanye West and his Australian wife, Bianca Censori. They've hit back at claims of sexual harassment, illegal working conditions, emotional distress and racism. These have emerged in a series of lawsuits by ex-employees. In this latest lawsuit, Bianca is accused of sending a file of hardcore pornography to an employee that underage workers were allegedly able to access, and former Breitbart editor Milo Yiannopoulos said the allegations about the lady of the house, as he calls her, were offensive, disgusting, abhorrent, and categorically and wholly false. But Dee Dee, I know that's one part of the story. The second part of the story involves real estate, and I know that's what you actually want to talk about. What do you make of this? I mean, this couple is just, they're magnets for attention, because she's normally naked or next to naked. He's wearing bizarre masks and outfits. And now we've got these allegations.
Well, they have started this business, Yeezy Porn. So I think anyone that goes to work for them, you know what you're getting. So you know what to expect.
Why would there be underage people accessing this? Doesn't make any sense.
But even if there is, all these people who are claiming that they're emotionally damaged and talking about court action against Kanye and Bianca because they've seen porn, like, please, are you pretending you haven't been Googling it since you're able to get near a computer? Come on. And the real estate thing, so they bought this multi-million-dollar mansion right on the beach at Malibu. Did get a bargain, I have to say. It was originally advertised for $75 million. I think he bought it for $57. But then
let's have a look at what he's done to it, because I think we've got some pictures we're showing now. They're saying they've suffered a $21 million loss because they gutted this spectacular mansion right on the sand, designed by a world-class Japanese architect. Now, listen to this quote from a labourer who worked on the project, Saxon, who revealed to the New Yorker he was tasked with painting over marble walls and tearing out expensive wooden cabinets, drastically altering the home's original aesthetic. And now it's just an ugly shell that's been abandoned, just sitting like an eyesore on the beach.
Who would have thought that if you took the windows out of a property right on the beach that the salt air would damage everything?
But painting over marble walls, I mean, as a
I don't
ethnic
know.
person, I find that disgusting. That should be against the law.
It's an ugly building, really.
Well, it is now. Look at it now.
No, but that's what it looked like anyway. It's described as brutalist, which is not.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
not a
my
fan of
taste, I have to
brutalism,
say. And Kanye apparently dislikes wood, didn't want anything that looked like wood in the place. And he also doesn't like stairs, so they were putting foam on all of the staircases so that people could slide down rather than actually stepping on them. So they basically trashed the joint in the name of what they were calling renovation, lost all this money on the deal. That is not how you do a real estate investment.
No. But Kanye seems to have his attention in several different directions, and it's not working out for him. Now let's talk Harry and Meghan. Starting off with Harry, a former butler to King Charles, has said the door isn't fully closed on Prince Harry returning to his old life, reconciling with the family, but he has to do something. This is according to Grant Harold, and that something is to admit that his tell-all memoir Spare was a mistake, and he is genuinely sorry for that mistake. Now, what are the chances of that happening?
I wouldn't hold your breath, because it is not going to happen. He's not going to apologise, at least not while he is still with Meghan, assuming their marriage. Well, I really do believe he does her bidding, and she's never going to allow him to apologise to the family. I can't see it happening.
So you don't see a reconciliation with
No.
the rest of the family unless there's a split with Meghan?
No. Yes.
Wow.
I'm trying to think how to answer that correctly. Yeah, it won't happen, is what I'm saying.
Because he is King Charles, no matter how angry he may be with his son, he's only got 2 kids. His son, you would think he would be looking for any opportunity to mend these wounds, and that's not I'm mixing up my expressions, to mend these bridges, heal those wounds, and bring Harry back into the fold.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, we really don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and their relationship may be fine. There may be private messages being sent between them that we don't know about.
No, we would, because they would be leaked from Harry and Meghan's side. I think that's one of the reasons why the contact has been limited. Now, a Welsh artist has unveiled a new series of portraits, including Harry and Meghan. Let's have a look at Prince Harry first. What do you think of this, Dee Dee? I've got to say, I'm not a fan.
Well, I think it's lovely. It looks just like him.
Well, it's orange. And what about Meghan? She's painted as Elizabeth Woodville, a key figure in the War of the Roses. I think that's a bit more flattering for Meghan.
It's like she's here in the room with us. It's so accurate, isn't it? She looks like a cadaver and he looks like a smashed pumpkin.
Well, that is not something the artist would want to be hearing, but
I don't think so. No.
I think I'm with you. I wouldn't want those hanging on my wall.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting in a couple of days. These portraits will be, along with some other things, they'll be auctioned to raise money for preservation of something in one of their historical archives. What will they actually get? Who's actually going to bid on those? It'll be interesting to see what they actually get.
It would be funny if Harry and Meghan have got a few people just there just to make sure their paintings get more than the others. It would be a small exercise.
That's a very conniving way of thinking.
Oh, those two conniving? Never. Dee Dee Dunleavy, thank you for your time this evening.
Lovely to see you, Rita.